Hello, everyone. I am back. Thank you to the new members. I appreciate so much. Thank you for helping me grow. I've been debating what to talk about. Obviously, Gabby Petito is on the list, and I follow up to last week's reading. I did say I seen him going left. They search left, he goes right. They go north, he goes south. He's evading them. And quite like the violent femmes, Lies, 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 lies. And that's been majority of the news. Because of the misleading and the evil intent of these people and their determination to see it through. Quite honestly, when he came back, they might not have told the sister. She might be the alibi to cover for the parents and Brian to show that they are innocent. Everything was normal. It wasn't out of place. She was a scapegoat. They needed a scapegoat. I'm going to pull out the fairy oracle. Oops. Sorry. But I am just going to replace right now. I'd like to see what's going on with the sister here. Her loyalty is holding her back somehow. I am going to read the definitions for these oracles. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, one more time. Thank you. Oops. Everything is dropping today. Oh my gosh. It has been an incredible week, and I don't even know where to start. So there is progress with the sister. Her coming out and separating herself from her family definitely is progress. And that is the name of this beautiful card. All right. This is a card of direction. It encourages to progress forward, to create your own light, to make your step safe, and to not lose trust in the incoming future. Your center won't be in the present, but in the act of becoming. Every step forward will be like a kind of magic. And I think for the sister, separating from the family is definitely a transition. And on her soul journey, probably progress. I really feel her lies come from trying to predict how they're going to cover for themselves. I think she's in a different mode. 29, personal celebration. You are an amazing being who has done incredible things in your life. I think she's going to turn him in. If anybody in that family is going to turn him in, it's going to be her. Revel in who you are and what you have accomplished. Share these achievements with those around you. Your friends will be there to cheer for you. I think that by being an honest, good woman and turning in her brother, the murderer, she will regain her credibility among the community and her friends. I think it's really hurting her that she's being... that they didn't believe that she was an honest and good person to begin with, that they would even slow down on the shaking, man. Okay. So, timing, community celebration. And as we can see here, all the fairies are gathering for a celebration, for a feast of some sort. Okay, time to throw a party with your tribe. Celebrate a community goal and share it with the world. You and your group have put in good effort. So she's done everything she can do to provide help at this point because they left her in the dark. They're playing past the poly with her. And really, they're turning her into a social pariah and Pollyanna. And she has to step out against her brother in order to have any credibility in the future for herself and her children. And she was very concerned about that in her message. Now, this is the last oracle card, the Siren's Song. This card is a warning. Beware of the Siren's Song. What you may be offered might not be what you want. Think about what is going on and make sure the situation you find yourself in is truly what you want. Be aware of what you are being asked to give away of your own as well. So, in order to, she is losing her family in order to regain her credibility, and there's probably many more aspects to that I'm not even picking up on right now because I'd like to start focusing on another question. But I really feel that Laundrie's sister is definitely going to be a proactive source. Okay, so I am going to do a Lenormand spread right now. Like I said, if he doesn't leave the country, he's at least evading, doing an effective job. I'm trying to think of what I referenced, but I mean, I really feel that Brian Laundrie is a serial killer reborn. Yeah, he was brought here to this is his destiny. It is not fair to her. I honestly believe they were living out a past life karma in some way, shape, or form, and she was this close to not only she made the right choice, but this close to escaping, selling her soul. Part of me wonders if the ticket wasn't bought for her. She didn't buy the ticket herself, and then she was already gone, and he used it to start creating his deception. I'm going to leave the star. I like to read this deck upright, but with him, he's so dark, I'm going to let the he's snaky like a fox. And he's depending on that to survive. I really, really strongly feel that the police or the FBI, whatever, if they're not already going through his secrets and revealing them, they're stuck. They have no idea what to do. They're uninspired. They're just... I think they're as entertained by Dog the Bounty Hunter as everybody else is. But I really feel he's a part of a survivalist group or some sort of militia or something underground. And if he's hardcore, it's not on his computer. He probably, these type of people, children, just wild child. No direction, no respect for authority and formalities. And it was like for a minute that connection kept him grounded, but he is who he's, wired to be. Okay, Spirit, please guide me with what's going on with Brian Laundrie. Yeah. He's very dependent on his connections because of being stuck. He's like a fox in a trap. His agile mind, he's trying to find another way out. Something didn't work out. Another woman, or because he killed... A woman is helping him. That's part of his secret club. Because of his loyalties or whatever he's involved in. Something he's loyal to. That is who is keeping him from completely being caught right now. That's who's keeping this total chaos and disruption. And I think also so many women have been close to being in her position. This coupled with what's going on in Texas and other women's rights issues and missing women and situations, I believe is fueling the fire. Okay, Spirit. Thank you. He's sheltered. He's not at the house where they think that he's in the well. That's a pipe dream. They're not keeping him at a house that anybody knows of. And it might not be a secluded place. Or as secluded as we would think. Or it's another park. Yeah, they're navigating park systems. They're ignoring some of the valid messages. Yeah, they're with people who have insight into having seen him. Their messages are not being heard. The distraction of the parents and assuming that they were cooperating really gave him, luck. It gave him time to get together with other people. Please tell me more about what's going on with Brian Laundrie. Angel spirits. Okay. He feels safe where he's at. He feels he has time. But he is unprotected. It is... I think a message while he's in transit might be intercepted. Um, somebody he's not expecting. But his group is still helping him. He became officially dedicated when he did this. But it also unlocked something that was already deep within his psyche. And it created a split in his mind. And splitting up over the wedding, the choices that the time was up at the wedding, the pressure, it was overwhelming. And then when she refused, he thought he could force her into it. And instead, he showed her who he really was. He took his mask off and revealed himself to be a executioner. I think there were several days of this serious arguing. The police contact was towards the end. And that whole situation was a gamble and a fraud. I won't be surprised if they find out somebody that was involved with that decision-making process is somehow not connected to him. Okay, Spirit, what's next? Because like he said, I don't have a crystal ball, but this could happen. The authorities knew where the situation was leading. It was a growing situation, and they took a gamble, like he said. But he saw through the mask. He doubted himself and didn't protect her. Spirit, please. Okay, thank you. I mean, if anybody's going to blame anybody, it's definitely the authorities there. They released her. Definitely to be one of 3. I feel Brian Laundrie feels grateful to them. And that whatever he believes in, or that they believe in what he believes in, and that supported the whole situation for him to do what he did. Oops, sorry. So sorry. I believe he believes that it was fated. It was designed. There's some fairy tale going on in his head. It's not right, but it's like a backwards I don't know, like an old version of a Disney fairy tale. Okay, let me pick that one up and put these down. Yeah, I really feel that the connections that he has made prior to the crime are the connections that are supporting him. I definitely believe his parents are supporting him in, protecting his whereabouts or what they know of them, who he's with, if they know that, or I think they definitely know maybe the first 2 or 3 places he was at, stopped at, but I don't think they're aware of what's going on anymore. Okay, so will we catch Brian Laundrie this next week? Okay, once again, we got the snaky woman, the dark woman. I believe that's who's helping him. Who's this dark woman? Tell me about this dark woman. It's not the sister. I think she's heavier set. Middle-aged. Somebody who taught him about these dark things. Tell me more. There's like a fund for him for having made this sacrifice. In her mind, it's divine. She's examining it. Will Brian Laundrie be caught this week? This woman might be discovered. Especially if the reward starts to grow. She might be turned in by an insider for the money. Okay, tell me more. Will Brian Laundrie be caught this week? We want him to be. We want him to be. We're all praying for it together. Right? It's something that we're all hoping for. Possibly 3 days. Possibly 3 days. We'll hear significant news that is actually going somewhere. Yeah. 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 hours. We're going to hear something very, very soon that is definitely shining light to a foundation to his arrest for what he did. And then the disturbance of causing such destruction over a fickle relationship. An older man is also, okay, showed up at the funeral, actually. Probably even sign the guest book at the funeral home. Yeah, they're enjoying watching this process of this Damien type being grow. My cards are saying within, I'm gonna say 3 days to, I'd like to say a week, but within the next 3 weeks for sure, we're gonna hear some really, really good news about the situation. I'm actually going to use it's funny when you do the tarot, you get addicted to your decks and you don't always, you think of one you want to use and it's not always ready. Angels, spirits, guides, other beings, please connect the cards to me. Let me be a conduit of messages from you. Please protect us. Please protect us with the loving light, from the ends of our hairs to the tips of our toes, with love, light, and protection from all that is bad. Okay, is Brian Laundrie coming out of this alive? Thank you, Spirit. They're trying to catch him alive. Watch around the 20th, around the full moon. They're going to make some decisive decisions around then. That'll blow everybody's mind. His capture is not going to be simple. Right now he has enough. The older man is helping. A woman take care of him. He's struggling to connect with who he needs to connect with. To talk about something with the case. He's working to figure out how to do this because that's what will bring him what he needs. Okay, once again, the stars. Once again, he's looking up, praying, inciting, 8 of Swords. Intercepted message for money. Possibly to mom. Okay, thank you. Okay. He might be cornered in a situation where he has to call mom. It's more, yeah. It's more like all these different agencies focusing in and finally just closing in on him. It's not going to be an easy job. I think he probably studied those who came before him of like kind. To figure this out. So I'm just going to get a few closing cards to this reading. Okay, so Spirit, in the next 3 to 5 days, what should we expect from the Laundrie case? What should we expect from the Gabby Petito case? I mean, her spirit is just, it's not going to rest until this is settled. He's gotten away with too much. He can't get away with this too. Yeah, she's unsettled in the grave. She's fighting so hard. She is the star. She's the star that's following him. That's like it's haunting him. And he doesn't know because she's dead. She's asleep for good. How can she be doing this? How does she have this power, this control over him, even from the grave? But he doesn't realize that when you sell yourself to the esoteric principalities and dark spirits, that they can be commanded, that there's a rule of order beyond what we understand here on earth. 3 of Acorns. Yeah, he's losing connection because of being on the run, and her spirit is menacing him, which I don't blame her. Good for you, Gabby. It's fucking with his confidence. Excuse my French, but that's what I heard them say. You know, he thought he had everything. He thought he had the world by the balls. He thought he had, and then he acted so harshly, so that all the work that he put in, all the progress that he put in, fell away, and he became something else once again. Excuse me. It happened like that. All of this studying to be a serial killer, it just came out. And his new journey began. So, 5 of crystals or 5 of pentacles. This is a losing battle. 10 of swords. It's something he is struggling to maintain an awakening. He's starting to realize this, that he is stuck and the situation will end, and he's worried about how it will end. And he's determining the new plan once again. And it's dark. And he's going to say it's in the name of love, and he's going to try to spin something to fulfill this fantasy in his head that he's so excited about. And it's just horrible with what he took away from her with this new discipline and what he's gained from it in his mind. He feels that it's given him strength, it's made him somebody. He doesn't realize it just took away everything, and a love. I'm not going to say the love of his life, but a first love, whatever she was, he took her away, and justice needs to prevail. But it is going to be challenging to focus in on him, and it is going to be a community effort to get a hold of him because of We all have to be gracious. If we see him, we just got to report it, because he is an expert at his craft. And he's determined to get the hell out of town. And his family will follow shortly thereafter. They have the resources. They have the means to do what they're doing. The plan is in place. It's about how can he move while he's being searched. That's the problem. So, personally, I think he's somewhere closer to the Gulf of Mexico or the Rio Grande. And I personally feel like he's waiting for a moment to cross. Every time I see it, I see like a downed tree, a narrow part of the river, and it's a remote area. May even be a crossing from, the border of the private land of somebody that is friendly to him through, the no man's zone into Mexico across the river, and there'd be nobody there to see him or stop him. And even if Border Patrol caught it on their cameras, there's so much paperwork, they refuse to do it. So, this is definitely one of those teamwork to make the dream work cases. And I personally believe we should be doing this more with every missing person case. There's too many people being eaten up. Too many people that we're too okay with the monsters in this world that take women and children from us. One other question I have before I go, and I'm actually going to go back to this, is will we discover if Gabby Petito is pregnant? Yeah, that was the tragedy. Was Gabby Petito pregnant at the time of her death? She fell in love. No matter what anybody said, she would not give up on this relationship. Was Gabby Petito pregnant at the time of her death? Did she think she was pregnant? Gabby, did you think you were pregnant? She wasn't sure what they were going to do. They were essentially homeless, living with his mom. And she didn't want to raise her children. Oh, God, this is like Rosemary's Baby. Oh, my God. Very early, possibly. She might have just taken the test. Was Gabby Petito pregnant? Give me a yes or no, please. I mean, I really think she was considering nesting very quickly. Yes, I think she was pregnant. He did not allow this karmic relationship to come through. At the bottom of the deck, we have Trinity. He interrupted the holiness of pregnancy and birth. And that's not a comment about abortion. It's just if you choose to motherhood, that's one of the largest jobs that anybody can take on. And, when a woman is preparing for that responsibility, it is a community's duty to support her and love her. If she was, did she tell him she was pregnant? Is that what they were fighting about? Were they fighting about her being pregnant? Okay. Yes, I think think so. I think that's definitely led to the fight that caused her death. I think he's such a spoiled brat, he couldn't handle the idea of a child having more love from her than him. Yeah. I think the idea of I'm losing her to my own baby, he killed her. Okay. Spirit, please tell me how this ends. Gabby, tell me how this ends. Her child's with her. You know, it was new. It was growing. She didn't know the date yet. She died before she found out the date. I think that okay. I separated it there. Okay, I think we are going to find out about it, okay, from the autopsy. Yeah. This child was coming. And when she told him about it, he overpowered her. And that was it. It ended everything. The marriage, everything. I'd like to know what drugs Brian is on. I mean, they want to say she was on pot, but what was he on? They're going to find something. What was Brian on? I think like a hallucinogenic, something heavy, PCP, LSD. I think that he was in a trance, and a possibly induced trance when she died, to bring the darkness out, to take out the roadblock. He needed to remove that in order to lift the veil, in order to cause the harm. At the bottom of the deck, you know, he shook all of us. We're talking about it, especially his father. And, you know, we thought we got lucky with what him and his mother had to say. But really, it was just an introduction into who Abby was spending her time with, into who was kissing her life. And we're seeing in her communications, you know, and one thing I caught, and I'll bring it up again, is he said she doesn't like when the fly comes out of me, or when the fly comes to visit. And one of the names for Lucifer is the Lord of the Flies, or one of the demons, or whatever, Beelzebub. And I think he was channeling these dark spirits for his art, possibly doing rituals for the success of their channel. What about the money? Okay. Yeah. Him and this other woman, maybe not candle magic. They were doing dark things, though, to fulfill, to make everything work. Yeah, this is what did it. It set him off. And he was, she didn't keep it a secret, but that's what did it. That's what did it. And then, I keep saying I have one more question, but this case, I took a week, because it really affects me. This case really affects me. You know, I've had a life too. And when you've been through life and you've been through the hardships of it all, you know, it's a trigger for me. Was the man on the Appalachian Trail who said he's seen Brian Laundrie one of the people who helped him? Okay. Okay. I'm going to put out 3 of these scrap. Was the man on the Appalachian Trail the man who helped Brian Laundrie? Okay, 36. I feel like he helped him across the river. Rejoice. This card is a wonderful omen to receive. Rejoice and celebrate with your tribe. You have worked hard and done so much. Know that bad times will pass and good will return. You are in the moment. Let the wild rumpus happen. Give me 2 more cards, please. I really feel that was a success. That was a successful distraction for Brian. Was the gentleman who reported that he's seen Brian. Dress. I was just so excited to use it. Being supported by those you care about is a great feeling. Follow your true light, that inner voice calling out to you, which asks you to stay on the path. Keep your heart's path and support the team that will follow you. Okay, so he is going with the flow with these people. I'm going to do this again. Okay. 33, community celebration. Time to throw a party with your tribe. Okay, and that came up before, right in the beginning. This is part of what they were celebrating was the misdirection, the 18. Okay. And 1 and 8 is 9. So it ended that path. Progress. This is a card of direction. It encourages to progress forward, to create your own light and to make yourself safe, and to not lose trust in the incoming future. Your center won't be in the present, but in the act of becoming. Every step forward will be like a kind of magic. Okay. So I believe that he is doing maybe protection spells, lightly put, to keep himself out of sight. 25, reevaluation, which is where I feel they're at right now. There comes a time in your life when you need to reevaluate your choices in order to make better decisions. The time is now. Be aware of what is going on around you. Don't let yourself get caught up in too many things. Reevaluate your position and go from those who you trust when you get stuck. Okay, so he is falling even deeper into his dependency on the people that are hiding him because of how much steam this case has picked up. And I'll leave it at that. 4, now is the time that to take hold of, and this card is the offerings. Now is the time to take hold of the unnecessary offering or unexpected offering that is coming your way. The world is giving you exactly what you need right now. Push aside all doubt and reach out for what is yours. It is exactly what you need right now. "14, enlightenment. If you have drawn this card, you are being asked to think about where you are going. Look to higher sources to guide your inner compass. Allow epiphanies to come. Realize the wisdom received and acknowledge its origin." 16, the flights of fancy. That's the bottom, the shadow. This is a joyful card, one of endearing trips and moments spent with someone you care about. It's time to take a chance. Break out from your daily mold and allow your imagination to fly free. Well, we know he did that. Trust in yourself and be open to new possibilities. Flights of fancy, like daydreams, give us the input we need to climb higher. Yeah. And the storm is coming. I really feel that this... I think he's a lot like Daddy. I really do. I mean, this hiding him, it's like, I don't know, like they're hiding a war criminal after World War II, you know. They feel very honored to hide him. But yet this other man has enough insight to know if it goes kittywampus, he needs collateral. I think that he's higher up on the chain than Brian Laundrie knew he was meeting. Sometimes a lot of organizations do that where you meet the boss but you don't know that it's the boss. I do feel it's a network of people that are hiding him. Okay, I'm going to pull out the pendulum. Show me yes. Show me yes. Show me no. So just to confirm, was Gabby Petito pregnant? Yes or no? Yes. Was she less than 3 months pregnant? Will it be revealed on the news? Will Brian Laundrie get caught alive? Will he confess? We're going to get some limited basic facts from him. Excuse me for moving here. I think we're going to get, I'm getting a message that we're going to get limited resources. He is a true socio, like, think Richard Ramirez or, anybody Netflix has done a biopic on. Will Brian Laundrie be caught this week, yes or no? I don't think so. Will Brian Laundrie be caught next week? Will Brian Laundrie be caught in November? Will Brian Laundrie be caught in December? Will Brian Laundrie be caught in January? Will Brian Laundrie ever be returned to the United States? Okay. If he escapes the States, the likelihood of him getting caught is definitely reduced greatly. He's gone. Well, thank you for watching. I guess I'm starting to really just go deep into it, and the feelings are just horrible. What he did, it was horrible. And the fact that this happens daily and very few cases are given this attention is horrible. The whole thing is horrible. So I thank you for listening. I hope that you come back. Please like, share, and subscribe. I am growing. Please comment, and list what you would like me to read on. I love that. I am considering, I'm trying to figure out the Munchausen's video. Just because I want to focus on not necessarily any single person, but actually the awareness and how it will affect women with media positions. Whether it be a YouTube creative channel that they report on, or whether it be a true, family project. Are they taking advantage of their kids to make money? I'm trying to think about how I'm going to ask Spirit some of those questions. And I definitely do not want it focused on any one single person. So if you want to give me some direction on Munchausen's, please list it below. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. And we all pray for the family of Gabby Petito, that she now rest in peace, that Brian Laundrie be caught and be processed under due process of law. As far as I'm concerned, they can put him at Gitmo. And, we just wish that awareness of domestic abuse in women is made common topic, not something that you have to use code words about. It is a reality. It is a fact. We need to talk about it to solve the problem, and censorship protects the abusers. And that's where I'm going to leave that. I hope to see you again. Thank you for being here. Once again, like, share, and subscribe. And this is Courtney with Elira's Tarot on Beautiful Dreamer. Ooh, mouthful. Yay. Had a whole week of it. Thank you so much.